Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Robinson again, and we're going to continue our studies. We are multiplying polynomials. So the steps to multiplying a polynomial by a monomial use the distributive property. That means we're going to multiply each term of the polynomial by the monomial, and then we're going to write the results as the sum of these products. So let's get into it. Here's our first question. We want to multiply 3 times a minus 4b plus 8. So let's start by multiplying or distributing the 3 times the a. Now we know that there is a imaginary 1 here because we don't have to write it in algebra. So 3 times 1 would give you 3, and we would just add along the a. That's the first step. So far, we got our first part of the answer, which is 3a. Now let's multiply the 3 times the minus 4. We bring along the sign with the 4. So that's going to be 3 times minus 4, and we have a b with that. 3 times minus 4 or negative 4, you can say that'll give you a negative 12, and don't forget the b. And that's our second part of the answer. Now our last part is now multiplying the 3 or distributing the 3 times the positive or plus 8. And we've done multiplying integers before. If you forgot, check out my video on multiplying integers. 3 times positive 8 or plus 8, that'll give you a plus 24. And that's our third part of the answer. So we have a 3-term item or a 3-term polynomial known as a trinomial, and it is 3a minus 12b plus 24. So I hope you got that. Here's a question for you to try. Don't let the little exponent of 2 scare you. Just do your distributive property. Hope you understand what's going on so far. If you don't, write down your questions. Bring it in tomorrow. Rewatch the video if you have to, and we'll continue on. Hopefully you'll understand as we could try some more. Here's another one, and this one has fractions, so don't let fractions fool you. I'm just going to set it up for you. So we're going to distribute a negative, so we got a negative 16 times 3/4 c. So now you just had to multiply an integer, negative integer, by a fraction. You can use your calculators this year to help you out. And you're going to multiply negative 16 times the negative or minus 5/8d. I'm not going to give you the answer. Hopefully you can do that on your own. Okay, so let's move on. Oh, the 3 steps shown below were used to find an expression equivalent to 2/5 parenthesis 15x minus 30y plus 10x. Which expression could be step 1? So step 1 is missing. Step 2, I noticed they have 16x minus 12. And step 3, they have 4 times 4x minus 3y. So which one could it be? Well, first thing I noticed, they don't have a fraction on step 2, so they must have got rid of the fraction by distribution. So let me take a look at what they distributed here. So 2/5 times 15x. And let's multiply that by putting a little 1 underneath that. 15 times 2 is 30. 5 times 1 is 5. And don't forget the x. That reduces down to, if we divide 30 divided by 5, that'll give us 6. And don't forget the x. So far we got 6x here. And now they must have distributed the 2/5 to the minus 30. So let's bring that down here. 2/5, 2/5 times minus 30y. Okay, so let's distribute 2/5 times minus 30. Let me put my 1 under. 2 times negative 30 is negative 60. And 5 times 1 is 5. And don't forget the y. Let's see. 5 goes in the 6 one time. And don't forget it's negative. And you get a remainder of 1. 5 goes into 10 two times. And don't forget the y. So we get a negative 12 or a minus 12. And that's with a y. And then we have plus 10x there on the end. And if I look at my answer choices, I would go with this choice here as my answer. So my answer choice would be choice B. There we go. So they distributed. So they want to distribute and figure out your answer. And you can even simplify that more. And I like how they did this on the bottom here, how they factored. So we'll talk about that later. Check your understanding. If everything is going okay, great. If not, watch the video one more time, write down your questions, and we'll answer them in class. Here's one that's similar to that, where you have multiply 8y minus 2 times 7y minus 4 plus 5. So here's another one. With fractions, you got to distribute and then subtract. So you try that on your own. Bring in your questions. And here's a challenge me problem I'd like to show to you. Find the area of the rectangle whose length is 4x plus 3 and whose width is x. Now we have a variable out there. And hopefully you remember area is equal to length times width. So I hope you enjoyed the video and got something out of it and found that lesson very easy. So write me on YouTube how we're doing on our questions. If it's difficult, bring in your questions. See you soon.